IVM.
So it's been another great week on IVM, where we try to get you the best podcasts that are around. This week on the Pragati podcast, we have management and mint columnist Karthik Sashidhar, who joins Pawan and Hamsani to talk about elections and voting. On Shunya One, we have Sameer Pittalwala, founder of Culture Machine, talking about streaming content online and at Creation Through Tech, his journey with setting up Culture Machine. On IVM Likes, we have Abbas, Janam and Navin talking about the meme culture. On the Vishal Gundal show, Vishal welcomes Vivek Bhargav, CEO of iProspect to Communicate, one of the foremost digital advertising companies in the country. On Keeping It Queer, Navin interacts with queer filmmaker Pradipta Ray, who opens up about what it was like to identify as trans in a culturally affluent household. On Who's Your Mommy, we tackle the weird advice literally everyone gives to new moms. On Cyrus Says, we have Gauri Devi Dayal, an ace entrepreneur responsible for starting several awesome restaurants in Bombay. On Sonology, a unique agony aunt call-in show, Sonu helps his listeners on how to potty train their dogs. It's been a great week on IVM, and we hope that you can check out as many of these shows as you can. And now, let me get you onto your show.
Hi.
You're
Listening
to
IVM
Daily.
Hello and welcome to IVM Daily, everybody, your daily dose of news and information and views from the IVM staffers here at IVM Podcast. I'm Navin Narona and I produce a show called Keeping It Queer. I'm also a co-host on Varta Lab and Sonology. Today we're going to talk about the Pune Pride that's happening on the 3rd of June. And joining me to talk about the Pune Pride from Pune is the organizer of the Pride, Bindumadhav Khire. Hello, Mr. Bindu.
Hi.
So, quick background upon what do you do and what has been happening in the Pune Pride scene for the past few years. Can you tell us?
Yeah, my trust, Samapathik Trust, has been organizing Pune Pride for the past 7 years. This is the 8th edition of the Pride.
Okay.
And we started from a very small scale because in the first Pride we had less than 100 people.
Mm-hmm.
Last time we had nearly 700 people. So I see that not only the LGBT community but also straight ally supporters, corporates are also supporting us and are taking part in large numbers. So I'm very happy to organize this Pride because it gives us increasing visibility about our rights, about our demand that 377 should be repealed, and we are focusing on equal rights opportunities, non-discrimination and acceptance of LGBTI communities all over India.
Awesome. That's so good. And when was the trust founded, Mr. Bindu?
The trust was founded on 11 September 2002 and it was founded in Pune with the objective of working on advocacy and health rights of LGBTI communities.
Awesome. So this time it's happening on the 3rd of June, right?
This time it is happening on the 3rd of June, yes.
So,
which is a Sunday. It's at 10:30 in the morning.
Okay.
And it will start from the gate of Sambhaji Park, which is on Jangli Maharaj Road.
Okay. And it will go from where? Can you give us the directions as to where the Pride leads?
Yes. We will start at sharp 10:30 in the morning because it's a summer season. It gets very hot very soon. So
Indeed.
we plan to start on time at 10:30. Start from Sambhaji Park and move along Jangli Maharaj Road towards Deccan bus stop.
Correct.
On the right hand side is R Deccan. From R Deccan we take a right and move on to Ferguson College Road.
Okay.
From Ferguson College Road we will go up to the main gate of Ferguson College. And in front of the main gate, take a right turn again, which is Shirole Road, which leads us back to Sambhaji Park, where our event will end.
Okay, so it takes about an hour to get the whole Pride done, right?
It takes around 40 to 50 minutes for the Pride walk to take place.
Okay.
Before that, I will welcome the participants, thank the police for their permissions, and we will do a felicitation of our Grand Marshal. This time, we have invited 5 NGOs who have worked on women's rights and who have also supported LGBT rights. So we are going to felicitate some men and female feminists who have supported the LGBT rights movement. They will be our collective Grand Marshals. They will be carrying rainbow flags with them ahead of the walk.
That's so beautiful. And I was going to ask you about the permission stuff because given that Pune is again an Orthodox Maharashtrian community, how did you all get around to getting the permissions done?
Since we have been working on advocacy for so long, we have interacted with the police a lot. So although our venues have changed, like initially the first 3 years our Pride Walk was near Lakshmi Road and was in the jurisdiction of Paraskhana and Vishrambagh Wada police stations.
Correct.
The police knew us because we have been working in that area. So getting a police permissions have never been an issue. Even when we decided to change the venue and go to Sambhaji Park, the Vishambhag Wada police station officials assisted us in getting in touch with the Deccan police station officials for the first time we shifted the venue. And we have never in the past 8 years, including this one, have ever had any problems at all in obtaining permissions. We first applied to the Pune Police Commissioner Office, Deputy Commissioner of Office Traffic.
Correct.
Then my statement is recorded at the Deccan Traffic Police. And then we get an NOC, which is then given to the Deccan Police Station to get the return permission. And we are very thankful to the police because they have always been very cooperative and they have never had any problems with getting permission for LGBTI Pride Walk.
That's really commendable, and a big salute to the corps of police who are helping you do this and also ushering and volunteering.
In fact, I would like to add that in one of the walks, when Senior Inspector, now he is ACP, Bhanu Pratap Barge sir was in charge of the Faraskana police station. The police had come on Lakshmi Road to distribute roses to us and wished us the best for the Pride Walk. That's
mind-blowing. That's quite amazing. So I really look out to join you all at the Pune Pride on the 3rd of June.
Sure.
And great props to you, Bindumadhav Khire ji, for organizing this for past 7 years.
Thank you so much.
Before we wind up though, I had a quick doubt about there was a lot of controversy last year around the Pune Pride. Can we talk about that for a quick second?
Sure. All of us have different views on our freedom of expression.
Okay.
But what I believe, it is, since we are organizers, we have to take permissions from the police and we have to take the responsibility of the outcome and the consequences of the Pride. So what we try to say is that since the Pride is about talking about our rights, sensitizing and making the mainstream community aware of our existence and the discrimination and the prejudices around, to dispel those prejudices, we feel that there are a lot of misconceptions and stereotypes amongst the mainstream community about our sexual minorities.
True.
We feel that if there are young LGBT community out there who are looking to us as role models, there is a mainstream community looking to us as examples of what we represent.
Yeah.
We feel that our behavior should be respectable. That is the only way we will get respect. If
Correct.
we dress well, if we behave well, obviously people will respect us. If we do nanga nach on the street, obviously nobody is going to respect us. So all we are saying is that if you dress decently, behave decently and focus on the rights, because the controversy then what happens is that media also takes photos of these outlandish clothes and people behaving or dressed in badly or obscene behavior, and that gets reported and that becomes a stereotype. That is something I'm trying to avoid.
Correct.
We want to be projected as like everybody else, except that our transgenders may cross-dress, our sexual desires for gay men would be different from the mainstream. But yes, we are all we are citizens of the country, we are responsible citizens of the country, and along with the rights, we also accept our responsibilities. That is what I'm trying to say. There are some elements who do not agree with what I have to say, but they don't have to come to this walk then.
Awesome. I understand the different points of views, and with regards to getting permission and getting there. Eventually, I hope we get there where we can be ourselves on the streets and nobody will care. But right now, in the current environment we live, we have to be a little more understanding of what we do.
Right.
Thank you so much for addressing the issue as well, Mr. Bindumadhav. Thank you so much for joining us on IVM Daily. I look forward again to seeing you on the 3rd of June.
Sure. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So to all our listeners in Pune, if you can, do check out the Pride on 3rd of June. It starts at 10:30. As Bindumadhav said, it's outside Sambhaji Park gates. And if you have a Pride happening in any part of the country and you want to talk to us or you want to get a Pride started somehow, we can always reach out and make it happen. We do believe in the power of unity and equality. And we'll see you tomorrow with a whole new episode of IVM Daily. Until then, talk to us at IVM Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can follow me at House of Narona on Twitter. Bye.
As you can see, we have a podcast listener in his natural habitat. Millions of years of evolution have led him to this point. He's on his way to work and listening to podcasts makes his miserable day better. He will now head to work and use all his knowledge to communicate with other colleagues and possibly future mates. You can find more of his species on ivmpodcasts.com, your one-stop destination where you can check out all the coolest Indian podcasts. Happy listening.